Hi my friends. Welcome to my channel. I would like to broaden your knowledge of adding very useful information for building your lifestyle. If you plan to buy a used car, this video will be very useful to you. Please watch this video until the end. Do you need to watch more videos like this? Please subscribe my channel.
How to check out a used car before buying it. Purchasing a used car can seem confusing. And with so many things to consider. Before you purchase a used car, take some time to check the exterior, interior, and underneath the hood to make sure there aren't any major problems. Take the car for a test drive to see how it handles on the road. Check the vehicle's history and negotiate a reasonable price before coming to a final decision.
Checking the exterior. Park the car on level ground before checking it out. Inspecting the car on even ground allows you to see if anything in the undercarriage is out of line or sagging. It also makes it easier for you to see and check the state of the tires, look for rust spots, dents, or scratches in the paint. The car should be clean so the paint condition is visible. Look at the sides of the car from end to end for weightiness that indicates a shoddy paint. Run your finger along the edges of the joints between panels and look for roughness that could be from residue left from masking tape. Check the tires for wear. The tires should be worn evenly and they should match. Look at the surface of the tire for feathering or uneven wearing that could indicate a bad alignment. Bad alignment can be caused by worn steering components or frame damage and will affect the vehicle's performance. Inspect the exhaust system and the undercarriage for rust and damage. Look for any black spots on the exhaust system because this can indicate leaking. Take some time to inspect the frame or unibody for damage and rust. Check the exhaust with your finger when the engine is cool. Greasy grime means that there's an important and possibly costly problem. Looking under the hood. Open the hood of the car and look for signs of damage. Checking the engine. The engine is the heart of the car, and while they put up with a huge amount of wear and tear, the number of components inside and the tight tolerances they operate under means maintenance is essential. Check under the hood when the engine is cool and look for dents, cracks, rust, and any obvious signs of damage. These can all be signs that the car was either poorly maintained, is damaged, or unsafe to drive. Inspect the hoses and belts for damage. There shouldn't be any cracks or obvious signs of wear like fraying or discoloration. Pay close attention to the condition of the timing belt, which can be costly to replace. The radiator hoses should not be soft. Check the engine for leaks and corrosion. On the engine block, look for any dark brown oil stains. This will indicate that there is a leak in a gasket and could possibly lead to an expensive repair in the future. Remove the oil cap by unscrewing it. The oil cap is located on the top of the engine and has a little image of an oil can. A foam residue on the inside indicates a leaking head gasket. A head gasket is a complicated and expensive engine repair. You should steer clear of any car with a damaged gasket. Checking the gearbox and clutch. Gearbox and clutch checks are less about what you can see and more about what you can feel. Manual and automatic gearboxes are available, but there are different types of automatic gearboxes which can behave differently. Whatever gearbox the car has, it should engage all gears smoothly and quietly. If it doesn't, there's a problem. In a manual car, the clutch biting point, the point that you feel the car start to move when releasing the clutch pedal, should be around the middle of pedals travel. If you have to push your foot all the way to the floor, the clutch will need attention. It could be as simple as an adjustment or a pricey replacement. You should be able to change gears easily. Resistance or grinding noises also points to a problem. Whichever type of automatic gearbox you're testing, make sure you engage all of the gears. Make sure the kickdown works, the function that changes down gears when you press the accelerator pedal to the floor. If the car has a manual mode, operated either by steering wheel-mounted gearshift paddles or a manual operation on the gear stick, try it out to ensure it works correctly. Pull the transmission dipstick to check the fluid. You can check the transmission fluid by pulling the ring at the end of the dipstick to remove it. The fluid should be pink or red. If the fluid isn't the right color and smells burnt, it could indicate that there's a leak or the transmission is damaged. It could be a warning sign if the seller didn't disclose possible transmission issues. You may want to reconsider purchasing the car or have a qualified mechanic take a look at it before you buy it. Inspecting the interior. Sit inside the car. Make sure that you like sitting inside of the vehicle. Check the seats and upholstery for any tears, rips, stains, or other damage. Make sure the seats can be adjusted and are functional. Turn on the air conditioning to make sure it's working. Test the temperature control by turning on the heat and the cold. Turn the fan speed on high and low to test that it's working properly. Check the odometer of the car for the mileage. On the dashboard is a number that tracks the miles driven by the car. This is important because the mileage indicates the car's age. On the average, a normal driver will drive between 10,000 to 15,000 miles or 16,000 to 24,000 kilometers in a year. Use car diagnostic scanner. You can use a computer code reader to check for errors. Connect the code reader to the port located either on the dash or beneath the steering wheel. Verify that the indicator and display lights are functional. Check that any sensors or error alerts are operational, as well as turn signals and hazard warning lights. If the car has a rear view camera or a stereo with digital display, check that they work. Taking a test drive. Test drive the car before making any final decisions. This is perhaps one of the best ways to know the condition of the car. Be sure to start the engine when it's cold. If the car has already been warmed up, it could mask issues like poor starting or smoke. Both indicators of engine wear. Test the transmission. You'll want to be sure that it shifts up and down smoothly. For manual transmissions, confirm that the clutch actuates smoothly and doesn't slip. Try the car out on different surfaces. And try to drive it at highway speeds. You'll want a good indication of how it behaves in all conditions. Press the brakes down to check that they're working properly. Brakes that pulsate indicate the need for having the rotors resurfaced or replaced and new pads installed. The car should not swerve when you press the brakes. This can be caused by a bad brake caliper or worn steering components. Check for small trepidations at different speeds. Check for sounds, trepidation, or clunking noise when making a 90-degree turn. Try testing the handbrake on a steep hill to ensure it's working properly. Vehicle identification check. The car's vehicle identification number, VIN, should match the VIN on all registration papers. It's also a good idea to confirm the vehicle's build and compliance dates. Coming to a decision. Check the car's service history report. That will give you some information regarding the performance, repairs, and problems of the car. Ideally, the current owner would have kept a record of the times when the car needed servicing and should be willing to show you this information. Bring someone who knows cars to inspect the car. It is a good idea to bring along a trusted friend with a good background of automotive, know how to check things that you are not sure of. If you do not have a trusted friend in the auto industry, you can pay a mechanic to complete an inspection on it. Make sure this mechanic has good reviews. As you make your inspection of the car, be sure to record all items which are damaged or will require replacement. Negotiate the price of the car. Depending on the quality of the vehicle, feel free to offer a price. Be sure that it is a reasonable offer.
Thanks you for watch this video, and I will promise you will bring another new videos for adding the extra knowledge to improve your lifestyle. Please keep in touch and subscribe to my channel for getting to know about my new videos instantly.